Okay, I want to tell you about an experience I had here a while back that just another one of those days you don't forget. I understand that every passing day offers a whole new opportunity to learn something we didn't know before. It gives us an opportunity to incur a once in a lifetime experience. And every once in a while we come across things that just make you shake your head. Well, recently I had one of those days that take all of the above things I just mentioned and roll them all into one. I had my first close-up, one-on-one personal encounter with an identifier. You know, I'd heard and read all the stories and everything that there was a lot of folks out there decided they wanted to claim to be something other than what they are, and they just run around playing make-believe all the time in public anyhow. You know, I've read stories about men that claim to identify as female so that they can get access to the women's locker room at the gym or use the girls' dressing room at school or things like that. And all too often, innocent women have been victimized by this stuff. Well, not too long ago, I was in one of the major box stores and found myself in need of a trip to the men's room. Now, this is a big store, and it's got a big men's room to go along with it. When you come in, over to the side, you'll see a whole wall of urinals. And then on the wall directly in front of you, there's a whole bank of sinks on the wall over there. And then over to the other side, there's just a big old row of crapper stalls. Now, right off the bat, it became apparent to me that I must not have been the only person in this place that had lunch. I can't name the place. I better not do that. It was clear to me that I was not the only person in here that had a couple of bean burritos for lunch at the taco place. This restroom was packed, especially the crapper stalls. I'm talking wall-to-wall people. It smelled like a feedlot. Every stall was occupied and had at least one person waiting outside the door in line. Well, I don't have any doubt that all of us that were standing out there waiting for our turn, we were hoping the guy in the stall would just hurry up. And more than that, we was hoping he wouldn't use all the toilet paper. Well, finally my turn came. And while I was taking care of business, after just a couple of minutes, I saw something under the door of that stall. You know, the door don't go all the way to the floor. I saw something under the door of that stall that just seemed out of place, made me a little bit nervous. I saw a pair of flip-flops. And the feet that were shoved into those flip-flops, they looked to be kind of small. And they had pink toenails. I felt my anxiety level going up just a little bit, you know, right about now. But anyhow, a minute or so later, when I exited the stall, I got business taken care of, and I came on out the stall, and I found myself standing face to face with a very attractive young person that I would have swore was a female. I mean, she's about 18, maybe 20 years old, sandy blonde, dirty blonde hair, about shoulder length, real pretty eyes, and a very nice smile. And on top of that, she wasn't wearing much anything. She just had on a sports bra kind of top and Daisy Duke blue jean shorts and Daisy Duke short blue jean shorts. She poked out in all the right places, had curves in all the right places. And unless I had been lied to by my parents and by my school teachers and by every book on this subject, this was a 100% for sure and for certain female. And she was pretty on top of that. Just seemed to be a normal girl. I'd have guessed she was probably a student at the junior college here. Now, I realize it would have been kind of naive on my part to think that I could or would go through life without encountering some kind of circumstance like this. But this was not what I had anticipated. I thought most likely when I came across something like this, it'd probably be some guy caught trying to follow my wife as she went into the ladies' room at a department store, or my daughter as she went into the ladies' room at a fast food restaurant. And I was prepared for that. In fact, I often wondered if and when that did happen, whether or not I'd be the one that went to jail. But this here today, on this day, I was not prepared for this. Well, my first thought was, I wonder if she might be high on something. I asked her if she was all right. She nodded and said she was. I asked her, did she understand where she is? She nodded, said she did. Not another word. She stepped into the stall, closed the door. I just shook my head and realized that this is another one of those days I'm just not likely to forget anytime soon. So anyhow, until next time, be good to one another and God bless you.